Everybody out, out, out. Down and quiet, down and quiet. Roll the first one, roll the first one. Everybody roll. That didn't go too bad. I don't see anybody on the lid. We got a little tangled. Oh, we got one. I need a Marshall on 3 cone. Somebody got the shaft there, but 25 minutes, guys. 25 minutes. Somebody got a quick getaway. Who would that be on the line? That is your number 1 driver, Abby Berkeley. Got a clean getaway. We'll let you guys do a lap or two. Need a Marshall at the end of the... Roll the double triple, please. Roll the double triple. Okay, we're all good. We got Abby coming around the 5-card draw, about to hit the loop. That's your number 1 driver, Garrett. Not too far behind him, 3.2 seconds back to number 2. Stephen D. Placido, number 3, 3.8 seconds back. Then we have Eric LaJoy in 4, 5.6 seconds. Roland in 5, 2 seconds back. Pete in 6, Gump, George, Ron, and Tommy. We'll go back to Abby, coming down the 3rd lane double, working into the 5-card draw. All 3 are working their way down Liberty Street, into the backside crap chute, 1, 2, and 3. Working into the Hot 7's hairpin. Abby, Gareth, and Steven on up into the Hoover Dam. We got Steven on the lid. We need a Marshall for Steven. We now got Abby and Gareth working into the 3rd lane double. Coming into the 5-card draw. Give Abby a little bit of breathing room there. Gareth, you're 5 seconds back. Steven, you're still in the 3rd position. And you are 7 seconds back, sir. And then we have Roland, Pete Jr., Eric, Ron, George. Some of these last guys are flipping around here. I think Ron moved up a couple spots. Number 1 and number 2 on the 5-card draw coming around Liberty Street. That's your Abby and Gareth. I think we've got somebody that overthrown the 3rd position in the green car. Driving the X-ray. That's your number 3. That's Pete Jr. Closely followed behind Ron Lupo in the number 4. George in the number 5. Eric in the number 6, Steven in the number 7. Tommy moved up to number 8, Roland and Gump. You guys are just about 4 minutes in, 21 minutes to go. We got Abby in 1. Fabby's coming up on you. Please allow him the room to go through. That's Abby coming into the 5-card draw right now. That's our number 1 driver. Please allow Abby his room. He's just getting through some lap traffic here. Abby in 1, Gareth in 2, Pete in 3, Ron in 4. Ron, you're 5 seconds back of Pete. Pete's 11 seconds back of Gareth. Gareth, you're 10.5 back of Abby. You guys are over 4.5 minutes in now. We just had Ron hit the loop. You're 4.8 seconds back, Ron. Abby's coming around for his 9th lap. Gareth is holding the fastest lap on this race right now with a 31.156. We got Abby coming through the hot 7th hairpin, working his way up over into the Hoover Dam, coming down into the Penn and Teller double. We'll see where Gareth is. He's 10 seconds back here. We might have a change in the force here by the looks of the way these cars are hashing out coming down the 3rd lane double. We'll see here. You guys are 5.5 minutes in. 5.5 minutes. There's Gareth. Abby, Gareth, Pete, Ron, George, Roland, Tommy, Gump, Eric, Steven. Something drastic must have happened to Steven. You guys are just about 6 minutes in. They'll be starting to think about getting fuel. Probably another minute or so. Your number 2 driver just hit the crapshoot of the back. Number 2 is Gareth, just going through the 7's hairpin there onto the back straight. White body, white wing, white tires, a little bit of pink on the front of it. That's your number 2. Ron Lupel has moved himself up into the number 3. I think he's still holding that position. I need a Marshall on the back. Thank you. We just had, I think we just had Abby in for fuel. Abby in 1, Gareth in 2, Ron in 3. You guys are now at the 7-minute mark. Anybody on the gas, you are now at the 7-minute mark. Ron's coming in. Let's see how quick he gets in tonight. All right, we need somebody on Ron. Ron's in and out. You guys are now at 7:20, 7:20. We got Tommy working his way around. We got Steven in for gas, rolling there, okay. Gareth, our number 2 driver, just went down the straight stretch and over the crapshoot of the back. We got Abby, I think Abby's just about to hit the line here. Yep, Abby down Liberty Street, coming in the backside crapshoot. That's your number 1 driver. Yellow body, white wing, white tires, a little bit of pink on the front there, working into the back stretch. You guys are now 8 minutes in, 8 minutes in on a 25-minute race. We got Abby working through the 5-car draw. I think he's got a fairly comfortable lead. We'll see where Gareth is. Gareth's coming around the 3rd lane double. That's his 2nd place driver, so he is. Abby's got a fair amount of breathing room. Gareth just coming through the 5-car draw now, hitting the loop. Gareth is 17 seconds back. Pete is in number 3, 15 seconds back of Gareth. Ron is only 2.8 back of Pete. You guys are now 9 minutes in, 9 minutes. Our number 1 just hit the loop. There's Ron holding the number 3, and hot on his heels is Pete in the green with number 4. Ron is working his way through the hot 7's hairpin. Pete in the green got spun out wildly on the hairpin, and now working his way on the back. Ron just went through the Penn and Teller and got upside down. Pete's right on him now. In the green, I think it's an X-ray with a clear wing and white tire. Ron working his way through the 5-car draw. Pete had a little misfortune. Got tied up. Now he's into the pipe. Hopefully he gets sorted here. We'll see what the time difference is. You guys are 9:45 in. Gareth, you're still 17 back of Abby. Ron, 21 back of Gareth. Shows now Tommy 4 seconds back of Ron. You guys just hit the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes in, 15 to go. Abby's hitting the line, coming down Liberty Street. Ron's right on him. I think he must have lapped him there, but like I said, oh, I don't know if he did or not. Ron's down in number 3. Abby's in 1. Gareth's in 2. And then we have Tommy in 4, George, Pete, Steven, Eric, Gump, and Roland. 10.5 minutes in. Okay, we got Abby coming through the 5-card draw. Abby's working his way through. Along with Ron. Abby's in 1, Ron's in 3. Tommy's in 4. And Gareth is coming up here right now. Gareth's in 2. Let's see where Ron is here now. Ron still holding number 3. Abby's coming up through the 5-card draw. I think that's him there. Yep. Abby still holding number 1. Gareth is 13.7. No, he is now 4.4 seconds back. So we got Abby in 1 in the back stretch and Gareth coming through the 7s hairpin. That's your 1 and 2. Abby on the Penn and Teller double. Now Gareth on a Penn and Teller. Those two are very tight, about 4 seconds apart. Abby coming through the 5-card draw. Gareth starting the 5-card draw now. See if he can catch up. Ron is 16 seconds back of Gareth. Tommy's 11.5 seconds back on Ron. You guys are just entering the halfway point. 12.5 minutes in, 12.5 to go. We got somebody down in the front of the pit. Here's somebody in the front of the pit. We got Gareth on the craps at the back there. That's our number 2 driver. Gareth's working his way on the back stretch, coming into the Hoover Dam. We got a whole pile of cars coming through the 5-card draw here. Now we got Tommy moved up into number 3. Running order: Abby, Gareth, Tommy, Ron, Steven, George, Pete, Eric, Gump, and Roland. You guys are just about 11 minutes left in this race. 11 minutes. Gareth is 6 seconds back of Abby. George is 1.8 back of Steven, and the rest are quite a ways apart by the showing here. We got Abby working his way through the 5-card draw again. Coming down Liberty Street into the backside trap chute. Your number 1 driver working his way through the Hot 7's hairpin onto the backstretch. Gareth is not far behind him now. Abby's on the Penn and Teller double, and Gareth's just hitting the double just now. I think we're going to be getting a very tight race here. We got Abby And then we got Gareth, 4.2 back. Gareth needs gas. Sean's working on him there to get him in and out as quickly as possible. There's a very quick pit. Gareth's back out and on his way. We'll see how much that affects him when he comes around the loop again. Tommy G's working his way through the 5-car draw. He's in the 3rd position as it stands right now. Still holding number 3, Tommy. Steven is right behind you. All right. Gareth is now only 6.4 back of Abby. We got Abby going into the Hoover Dam up onto the Penn and Teller double at the front there. And right now we have Garrett in the number 2 with the white body, white wing, white tires with a little bit of pink on the front. That's your number 2 driver. Tommy G is holding in the number 3 position. He's working his way on the back stretch into the Hoover Dam. That's your number 3. Stephen D. Placido. He's working his way through the 3rd lane double. That's your number 4. Just coming into the 5-car draw. We'll see how far back he is. He's about a lap back, unfortunately. Tommy, 12.8 back of Gareth. Gareth, 8 seconds back of Abby. You guys are now 16 and a half minutes in. 16 and a half. 8 and a half to go. $17 minutes in, guys. 8 minutes to go. We're going to Abby working his way through the 5-car draw once again, coming around the loop. We'll see where Garrett is now. Garrett's just starting the 5-car draw. He's still not that far back. We need a marshal. Garrett is 10 seconds back of from Abby. Tommy G, you're 8 and a half back of Garrett. Abby, Garrett, Tommy, Steven, Pete, Eric, Gump, George, Ron, and Roland. 7:20 left, guys. 7:20 left. Gareth, now 9.3 back of Abby. We'll see where Tommy is. Tommy's coming along here. See if Tommy's still holding the 3rd. Tommy, 14 seconds back of Gareth. Got a little work to do there. Steven, you're 40 seconds back of Tommy. Abby's coming around again. Just checked off his 32nd lap. You guys are just about 6.5 minutes left. 6.5 minutes. 18 and a half in of our A-main Nitro Buggy. We got Abby coming around the 5-car draw. Steven right behind him. We got Tommy up on the Penn and Teller double. Got a little bit of trouble there, but they got him sorted. You guys are just under 6 minutes left, just under 6. Abby and Tommy coming through the 5-car, working on to the way to Liberty Street. Abby coming in for gas to see how Kajana does. Very quick pit by Kajana, excellent pit. Really smooth and clean. We got somebody else coming in the pits here. That's Gareth, I think, our number 2 driver. Pitman Sean Cumperson getting them in and getting them going. A little bit slower there, but not too bad. We got Gump with a little bit of a wing issue there. You guys are now 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Running order is Abby, Gareth, Tommy, Steven, Eric, Pete, Gump, George, Ron, and Roland. Everybody's fairly spread apart. 14 seconds back, Gareth, you are of Abby. 18 seconds back of Gareth, Tommy. Quite a bit of space between them. Now Tommy just tightened up there considerably. Might have been to do with the pits. Tommy, now you're only 3.6 back of Gareth. Let's get an eye on Tommy. Okay, Tommy's up into the Hoover Dam. And Gareth is on the Penn and Teller. There you go. One in, one out. Gareth into the third lane. Now Tommy into the third lane double. Gareth into the 5-card draw. Tommy into the 5-card draw. Coming down Liberty Street. Number 2, number 3. 3.4 seconds back, Tommy. That's the closest point of the race right now. We'll just check again here. I think that's Gareth. Like I say, Tommy got hung up here a little as well, but I think that's Gareth. And it is. Gareth hits the loop. Tommy hits the loop. 3.8 seconds, Tommy. We got Gareth over the lid. Over on the lid, we got Tommy coming through the tracksuit double into the hot 7s. Give Tommy space, please. Thank you. We got a flame out on the hairpin. We'll get him sorted. We got Gareth and Tommy over the Penn and Teller Northside double. Coming into the third lane double. Gareth coming in the 5-card draw. Tommy coming in the 5-card draw. That's our number 2 and number 3. 1.6 seconds, Tommy. We got Gareth in 2, Tommy in 3, coming around the hot 7 hairpin. Working in the backstretch, 2 and 3. Up into the Hoover Dam. Gareth got a little wide, Tommy went a little tight. A little bit of rubbing his racing after the Penn and Teller, coming in the third lane double. Gareth in 2, Tommy hot on his heels in 3. Gareth got a little loose. Got shot putted by Tommy. Tommy's on the pipe. Still in the same running order. You guys are 2:15 to go. 2:15 to go. Now they're both working through the hot 7th hairpin. Coming around the backstretch. Gareth 2, Tommy 3. Working into the... Oh, Gareth got a little loose. Tommy got loose at the exact same spot. Gareth coming through the Penn and Teller double. Tommy through the double. Gareth got a little bit of breathing room coming into the 5-card draw. Tommy's coming through the 5-card. He tightened it up pretty good. I think he's only going to be about 3 seconds back. 3.03 seconds. You guys are a minute and 30. Back to the racing action. We got Gareth up onto the Hoover Dam. Tommy onto the dam. North side double, Tommy north side double. Coming in third lane, Gareth 2, Tommy 3, both into the 5-card draw. Tommy had some issues. We got Tommy got upside down, unfortunately. It gives Gareth another little bit of breathing room. He's got 1 minute to try again. 6 seconds back, Tommy. Gareth's now up onto the Hoover Dam. Tommy's just starting the 7's hairpin. But Gareth stuffs it, which gives Tommy another chance at it. Gareth on him. Gareth down through third lane double. Tommy third lane double. Both of them coming into 5-card draw. Up over at the line, almost side by side, about 2 foot apart down in the... Little bit of Robbins racing. Tommy took over the number 2 position. Gareth right behind him, going through the hot 7's hairpin. 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds. Tommy up into the Hoover Dam. Gareth hot on his heels. Got a little bit off the pipe. Back on. Tommy and Gareth down to third lane double. Tommy coming into the 5 card. Gareth coming into the 5 card. 3 seconds. Tommy, you're done. Number 2. Gareth, you're done. Number 3. Abby, you're done. Number 1. Pete's in 4. Very good show, guys.